Hi everyone, I'm Cecilia.
And I'm Sky.
We are DSI students and also designers for social innovation. I love to write stories.
I am passionate about fashion.
Both of us dedicated to climate change. During the last year, we focused on changing students' shopping behavior in China. Before diving into more details, we want to tell you a story.
Tom, as a freshman, left home with a nervous and excited mood. Before parting, his mother had an important conversation with Tom. "This is your living expenses. You should spend money carefully."
I know. I won't buy anything expensive.
Also, your studies come first. Your cousin came back with a scholarship last year. You have to learn from him. Later, Tom enters the university. When he carefully integrates into the new circle of friends, he is attracted by the discounts offered by merchants and consumer propaganda on new media. He unconsciously buys many items that were not needed. Literally, his home is filled with a lot of items and will not be used. Days passed. Tom became more and more confused and often felt guilty about the items he had forgotten to use. He begins to ask for help and communicates with his parents.
Hi, Mom. I think I have some financial problems and I don't know why.
"You spent a lot of money last month. What did you buy?"
I haven't bought anything expensive, but I do have something I won't use.
"You need to thinking about it. Why are the people around you not spending as much as you?"
But my friends also face the same problem.
"My colleagues' children don't have this problem. You just don't value money." Their communication turns into a quarrel, and Tom feels lonely and experiences self-doubt.
First, students misunderstand rational consumption, equivalent to buying cheap goods, so they're more likely to be attracted by discounts. And then, when they find something that are wasted, they will feel guilty and want to change their habits. But both of parents and the society cannot give them a solution to solve the real problem. When problems pile up, it will cause serious consequences. This is a dataset of the amount of transactions by college students online. From 2011 to 2019, these short 8 years, consumption has grown so exponentially, as college students overspend on many things that they did not actually need. In addition, 80% of these products will be sent to the dump of collective incineration. Every 3 seconds, $600 million of purchases occur, which means $48 million of garbage is generated. As we grew to understand the problem more thoroughly, we began to rethink what core problem we could address. The problem contains 3 core parts: family education, social environment, and self-awareness. For family education, parents hope to conduct consumption education for children only by regulating the amount of financial assistance, which makes students think cheap is a good buying strategy. And also, parents tend to compare their children with their peers' children. This subconscious reinforces the students' indulgence in comparison. For social environment, today, almost all social apps use analytics to recommend consumer information based on preferences. Also, the advertisement combines consumption power with self-worth, which makes students misunderstand what self-improvement really is. For the self-awareness, young college students are at the crucial moment in their independence and growth, often living alone for the first time and finding self-worth influenced by their peers and media. Most important is, they over-focus on short-term benefits and ignore long-term effects, which also makes them addicted to excitement of buying. We created 3 questionnaires and collected 5,000 data in 3 different cities. After analyzing those data, the degree of self-doubt and self-contradiction of college students surprised us. And this is what our questionnaire looked like. According to the 5,000 data sets of our questionnaires we collected, 46% of college students believe that the consumption concept they agree with is to buy on demand, but in fact, their consumption pattern is to follow the mood. From this data result, we assume that they tend to identify with the value of buying based on needs, but they subconsciously think that hobbies and moods are equal to needs. According to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, this is a 5-tier model of human needs. It separates physical needs, safety needs, belonging needs and love needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization. Therefore, we put forward a hypothesis that, due to the lack of proper consumption education, college students cannot distinguish their own needs. When the basic needs are met, they also rely on consumption to realize their self-worth. To better understand those students, we decided to partner with nonprofit organizations in an attempt to co-design consumer evaluation habits with college students themselves. We partnered with Civican, which is the first Chinese nonprofit organization for youth activities in the field of climate change. They also provide a platform for young people's personal development and to explore new opportunities. After receiving their help, we played games with a participating college student at China Youth Climate Summit, creating an activity that repurposes unused objects. During the creation, a deeper dialogue started immediately, and the inner needs of the college students were discovered. Based on the interviews, we found 3 special insights. First, we need to help them distinguish needs and wants. Second, we have to guide them faced with their inner desire, push them to find alternatives to feel valuable and build their own identity. Third, we need to let them find their leverage points in steps. So our goal is to help Chinese college students aged 18 to 23 reduce overconsumption by creating an education program that engages them in a re-examination of their possessions to recognize their shopping habits are driven by insecurity and a false sense of self-worth.
Our project, Desire and Reality, mainly aims to shift young students' consumption behavior and lead them to explore the potential life crisis caused by overconsumption, in order to help them reorganize and build the missing values of themselves, so as to provide them with a better rationale for consumption. Desire and Reality is based on 5 principles. 1. The spaces should feel safe and comfortable. 2. That there should be space to share and express love of each other. 3. That participants should have the sense of belonging and finding a shared common ground. 4. The participant can build connections to expand their network of friends. 5. That our program should create a sense of inclusiveness, like family. These 5 principles are all based on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Out several prototypes and research, we've learned that identity can be built through self-discovery and self-construction, and guiding college students to build and understand their identity is key to solving the issues of overconsumption. We choose to create a design intervention through a game. Why a game? Game can relax the mood, release pressure, and improve the ability to respond. Game can train the brain more than real-life activity and motivate and encourage people to participate. Game can help us become more focused on issues instead of feelings. Desire and Reality hosted 2 gaming events, the Needs vs. Wants workshop and Think or Do game. Our Needs vs. Wants workshop was a game and discussion-based workshop. During the workshop, participants tidied up their rooms by organizing 20 products they've purchased. And then had a conversation around the experience and feelings of the organizing process that they went through and the problem they are facing with consumption. The workshop used tools we created, including 5 wise questions and problem-solving tree to help them dig deeper in their behavior. The main goal was to help them to identify the issues they are facing and recognize what emotions they are expressing through their behaviors. During the workshop, 3 students told us that, "I'm irritated because there's too many things at home and I want to be a happy and healthy person. I want to start changing my consumption habits because of psychological burden that are caused by overconsumption. I want to become a self-conscious person who take good care of myself. Because I have too many things, I want a neat and spacious place to stay comfortable. I also want to start to change my consumption habits in response to the low carbon and environmental friendly, minimalist lifestyle." So how could we help them to transfer the burden that is caused by overconsumption? Going back to self-construction, we designed a game called Think or Do. This game focused on helping college students construct long-term goals and long-term habits by breaking them down and building actionable behaviors in daily life. They choose one habit each day to think or act on, and the card was shared with the group to incentivize themselves to become self-disciplined to find what they truly need. Why long-term goals and long-term habits building? The more they practice with the community together, the more they had a better sense of their identity and stopped feeling their needs with products. Through the game, they were encouraged to start talking to their peers and express their feelings through small actions in life. When you're in financial crisis or seeking a safe space or want to understand yourself, feel free to email us and join us. We hope this program can help you find your community and inspire on the road of consumption. We are Desire and Reality. Special thanks to Mia, Kara, Archie, CYCAN, Climate, DSI cohort, and thank you everyone.